Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It's the Reach Podcast Show with your host, LeVar Ellis. We are appreciative of everybody tuning in, whether you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, we thank you, we thank you. So we're going to go ahead and join you guys live on the screen. As you can see, we have a special guest here with us today, and we just want to thank Miss Tay Mayberry. We appreciate you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Absolutely, absolutely. So before we get all into everything she has going on, we just want to, of course, say thank you again. We appreciate everybody tuning in. So share the live, go to YouTube, like and subscribe. We want everybody to be part of the platform we have here. We have here at the Reach Podcast Show, where we're telling stories of the community and those people driving those stories. And when I tell you, it's a whole story behind us right now, and in many more places. And we just want to get into that here in just a moment. But before we do that, we have to definitely pay homage to all the people that help and support the Reach Podcast Show. So we want to do that right now. And we'll start off with where we're at and our sister, Miss Raven Rose. So we want you guys to get out here and check out what's going on over here at Brown Sugar Books and Cafe. We'll put the address and everything up on the screen for you guys to come and follow what we have going on over here. But this is our sister, Papatras. That's how she said.
She told us how to say it before she left, and we about to mess it up. We about to mess it up.
So, we definitely want you guys to be aware of this store. And if you haven't seen or been to the place, we definitely want you guys to come over here and check it out. And you can see it's 5330 Fry Road. So big shouts out to Raven. We'll take the photo down so you guys can see what's really going on with us here live in the studio. Yes. And the space that we're in. We talking about the store. Let's talk about this space that we're in right now. And so for those of you who are interested in doing a podcast or you have a show or a meeting, this is an amazing space that's created by Tay. We ain't gonna go deep in it right now. We're gonna get into that later. Later. You are the creator of this.
Yes.
This area right here. And this is over at Brown Sugar. And let's talk about what you was thinking about. What was y'all trying to do with this space right here?
When I was brought into the space physically, number one, it wasn't even for the podcast room. Let's start there. Like you want to build things and you want to create things. And once I came in and I talked to Raven, just everything changed when we caught a vibe with each other. And then Miss Angela was here as well. Miss Angela is the interior decorator.
I call her Accent Angie now.
Okay, so Accent Angie was in this thing, and we all vibed. And when they caught the vibe, they were like, let's go upstairs and let's talk about the podcast room. So
absolutely.
They showed me a color palette. And we're just like, so we just want to see something like this, something with this color palette, and just put it on this wall. And we kind of just went from there.
Yes,
this wasn't something that I could pre-sketch. They literally showed me a color palette and trusted me to deliver, and it came out. It came out correctly. They were just like, we want to see this, we want to see that, and then you just do your thing on the wall.
Absolutely. And so you want to see it live and in person, man, get over here. And also, the store has been open for what, 2 weeks now?
2 weeks.
The grand opening was an amazing time. Show you guys a photo from that day. I felt really good when we captured this photo right here. I mean, thank you to everybody that came out on that particular day, too. We had over 600 people come out and visit the store. We were all running crazy, doing our thing, but it was a family environment. What were you going to say?
It was the craziest thing known to man. I had a previous event that morning, and so I pulled up about an hour after everything got started. You guys, the traffic, there were people. The line was, you would have thought it was Six Flags. Right. No lie. You would have thought it was a line for like Six Flags or something crazy, or someone's favorite concert, or I don't know what it was. It was amazingness. I like kind of little tear moment.
It's okay.
A little
Talk
tear
about
moment.
It. It's okay.
It was a little tear moment because it was amazing. I didn't know what to expect. Pulling up into it, I didn't know, so many people were aware. I'm so glad that everybody did take time to share.
Houston, Katy, Cypress, y'all showed up, y'all showed love. and we all appreciate it because we've developed a whole little family, a whole little vibe, and our
Man,
whole little thing over here. So we definitely appreciate you guys. And the picture that we had up there earlier with her and her family, that was an
that was
amazing, amazing
amazing.
time. So definitely appreciate everybody that came out. And so there's a few things that's going on over here at Brown Sugar Cafe and Books. And I just want to say shout out to our big sis, our little sis. I don't even
Man,
know, but she has an amazing vision and it's been rocking ever since. Every single day it's been a rocking situation over here. So also the Katie mural, there was the vandalism thing. So if you people know about the Katie mural, you haven't seen it, there's a picture of it right there alongside of the bookstore on the outside. So there's a lot of different things that are going on here, a lot of different spaces and vibes. And we got the artists. Shout out to our man Snader for being the art curator, creating the art
man.
space, the live bands, the poetry nights, the storytelling events that we're going to have. But one event that's coming up right now, I could talk about Brown Sugar all day
All day
long, but
long.
we
It's so
definitely got to get this
much.
show going because we want to learn about you and what you got going on. Something of the show sponsor thing. But first event that's coming up is a Mother's Day event over here at Brown Sugar Cafe and Books. And if you look, you'll see everything that's going on. You want to get signed up. The tickets are going fast. You ladies are getting to dress up, put your hats on, your what you call them, the lace gloves and all of that. It's going to be a really cool time. Tea time is what she's calling it. Mother's Day tea. May 8th is the day that's popping off. Go to the website is what you want to do. And just get connected. We can put the website and stuff up on the screen so that way you guys can really, really, really get tapped in and just follow the information is all you got to do. And if you don't have email or you don't have Instagram, you can go back and forth to one or the other. The information is there at the bottom of the screen. So you guys get tapped in and join us over here at Brown Sugar for Mother's Day event. If you don't have anything else to do, that is definitely something to do. So we appreciate you guys on that part. And so want to get into what I do is being a community actives and the youth actives. I want to give a quick shout out to our A-Leaf Jaguars team. They are having their season ending
Yes.
banquet and was kindly asked to speak at this event. So I definitely wanted to shout them boys out and let the youth know, the cheerleaders know that, man, we are rooting for you. And from being from A-Leaf, that's the biggest thing for me. So big shouts out to the A-Leaf Jaguars and all the things that they're doing. We want you guys to enjoy this banquet coming up this Sunday, and I'll see you guys over there. So definitely want to shout out to them. So another lane we get into, man, we want you guys. We're not telling you who to vote for, who to pick, anything like that, but we do have a young lady that has been vetted the proper way by some associates of mine and is doing some amazing things, and that's Miss Stacy Childs. Shout out to her for being over at another event that we had this past weekend. So you can see the flyer up there right now. This is a lady. If you don't know who to vote for or who you want to pick, she is running for State Board of Education, and it's in District 4. So you definitely want to consider her, is what I'll say, because we can't tell you who to vote for, but she is definitely somebody who's well worth your consideration. So consider Stacy Childs. Better in education, gonna do what it take, in all those aspects when it comes to our children's education. And I have a son who's 8, so we got a long way to go when it comes to
Man.
education. So I appreciate you, Stacy, for everything you're doing. So guys, just consider Stacy Childs in your consideration for voting. And early voting is coming up here really soon. So appreciate you guys on that part too. And so we got another community event over with my man Spivey out at Spivey's, which is at 3000 Blodgett this weekend on Saturday, April 23rd from 11 to 2. We'll be getting out there. We're going to be doing some knocking on the doors. And there's nothing really to put up by him. You can see the flyer. Everything is right there. So if we're looking for community volunteers, as the flyer says. We're calling all volunteers. We want you guys to get out there, go knock on some doors with us. And just like we were talking about, Stacy, we want to raise the awareness of that whole day. And the purpose of that event is to get out there and make people aware about voting and how important it is, getting people registered and letting them know, again, we have a panel of people that you can consider. We're not going to tell you to vote for them, but you can definitely consider, and I think they'd be the right choices. So again, Spive is this Saturday, 11 to 2, 3000 Blodgett, man. So last one, and we're going to get into the story of Miss Tay, the
Oh,
Mind
Miss
Matters
Genesis.
podcast show. Myself, Dr. P, my man, the David Manning. We want you guys to pour some love on us as we talk about mental health and wellness, raising awareness in the brown and black community for all the things that we are dealing with, from COVID to starting new careers, from taking the leaps of faith to relationships to how we're viewed as men and women, just all the different things that we go through, and also normalizing mental health and wellness just as a whole and as a practice. Man, we have meditation, we have Dr. P tips of the week, we have some amazing information for you guys from week to week. And we just want to make sure you guys get connected. Big shouts out to Black Wall Street, New Generation Mall, man. We'll talk about that at another time. Look forward to a channel that we got coming with them. They did some amazing things. And we appreciate them guys for giving us a new home and a new space. We are going to live studio audience tonight from 6:30 to 8. If you want to find the event, look us up on Eventbrite. Find out how to get connected and be in the space and in the place. We are building also a networking platform is what we're trying to do. So we're live from 6:30 to 8:30 talking about what we talk about. We're also going to have a segment where we're allowing our guests to basically go live with their comments and their questions and just let their opinions be heard, because y'all been talking about it. Y'all been asking. We are delivering. So now it's time for y'all to show up. So we appreciate everybody. So again, it's the Mind Matters podcast show. Man, we hope to see everybody. So when you see this logo somewhere, somehow, just know it's me, Dr. P, and the David Manning, and just consider why your mind matters so much. So can't wait for this evening. So with all that being said, man, it is time to get into your story, Miss Tay. So again, I'd like to welcome Miss Tay Marbury. We'll put up how you can follow her and how you can find her. And then also, you got a nice glam shot that you sent to me. You know, I always like to put up people's pictures and just promote what they have going on. This young lady, we've already talked about the amazing things that she's done over here at Brown Sugar Books and Cafe. And you're doing a lot of different things in other places. So, we definitely want to talk about that story and talk about the things you're doing. But so again, we'll put up the how to follow you. So introduce yourself, man. Talk about who you are, and we'll do what we need to do on our side.
Well, good morning, first off, and thank y'all for having me. There were a trillion other people in the world that y'all could have chose to talk to, and y'all chose to talk to me. So for that, I'm always going to be appreciative. I can dig it. My name is Tay Mayberry. I am the owner, creative mind, the slave shop, the everything behind Touch by Tay. My specialty is any and everything that is related to art. That's literally what it is. It's just any and everything related to art. Anything I can get paint to stick to, or anything that I can refabricate, or anything that I can manipulate with my hands. I work well with my hands. So that's my concept of everything, just being able to physically touch and make something beautiful.
And I love your logo. You got a handwriting logo. A lot of people have photos and this and that, but you just have a simple Touch by Tay.
Less is more.
Is this your handwriting, or did you find it?
It's not my handwriting. My handwriting actually looks like graffiti in real life. In real life. But the creative concept behind the logo was I'm a black and white person. I like no gray areas. I like things to be clean, straight to the point. I like elegance. I like a balance of masculinity with some femininity to it. I like straight to the point. I like I don't know. I felt like that was kind of like a elegance and then a boom. I'm right here type of ordeal. A very bold statement. And also it translates very well. Plug. Okay, I'm about to give y'all some advice.
Go ahead.
Small business owners, those cartoon images and stuff, they look so nice. But when it's time to get yourself onto, when someone is paying a graphic designer to put you on their flyer, like a lot of those graphics don't translate well, and they become out pixelated and they look like cartoony, and just some people, the way they move, the way they produce the graphic designs, is kind of like a straight to the point thing. And I like my logo to kind of just fit in and be there and be seen. I feel like logos sometimes should dictate what you do and explain what you do, but a lot of times I feel like they should not. And my logo does not tell you anything I do. It just says Touched by Tay. Touched by Tay can mean many of things. I could be a masseuse. I could be a baker. I don't know what I could be, but
Yeah.
it's a numerous amount
One
of
thing
things.
they know is that they touched, right?
That's the
After
one
they experience
thing.
you. And then
That's the one
we have a
thing.
few comments up here, so we'll put a couple
Okay.
of those out. Just engage with the audience too. But so again, just give us a little bit about who's Tay, what Tay's been doing. Just give us the background on who Tay was before Touched
Oh
by
my
Tay.
God. Tay, first off, is not from Houston. Tay is from Omaha, Nebraska. I have been here residing now for 11 years. Um, everything started on the basis of me making jewelry, of me making custom jewelry. It's not like the jewelry that I make now, but everything was on the basis of that. Everything was a hobby. I wasn't taking it very serious. I was kind of on the fence about it. And everything was it was kind of just sitting in a closet. And one day my husband told me that he just asked for months, you should take it out the closet. So in 2016, I decided to take it out the closet.
That's what's up.
I changed the style of my jewelry. So I went from like beaded jewelry and I went into hand painted earrings. So I kind of just moved around for a year, kind of still not really taking it serious. I'm kind of just floating with the wind, but the feedback was amazing that I was receiving. So in 2017, I decided to create a business name and DBA it. So I DBA'd it. And then I took it serious and I started doing a lot of pop-up shops, this, that, and the third. And I don't know, something happened and a hard change came about, and hand painted earrings kind of got shelved. They're still there. I still do them, but they kind of got shelved, and I swung into the style that I do now, which is the super eclectic earrings. Everyone always sees the super big earrings. They're all wrapped in copper wire, this, that, and the third. And that has kind of just been like my muscle that's been getting me around.
Yeah.
From there, I started doing graphic designs. From there, I started doing copper art. So it went into this type of jewelry. And then I started like doing rings, and I started building physical pieces. Then I started building canes. Then I started building bras. I started building glasses.
Now, hold on.
Bustiers.
You're taking them too fast. Listen,
I'm a heavy hitter.
So we trying to encourage some people. So I'm listening to everything you saying, and I know a few people here know, but I like to back it up a little bit, right? And so what was the first thing you started? Was it the jewelry?
It was jewelry.
The jewelry. Okay. So because there's somebody out there that's trying to do what you're doing, or that's doing what you're doing, and they might be getting discouraged, or they might be in a space where they don't know if this is gonna work, or they don't know if they stuff dope enough. Like, what would you tell that person that's in that space where they just unsure about something? What made you keep going and believe in yourself? Because that's one key, right? But that's a hard thing to do sometimes. What would you tell that person?
When your mind and your heart are on the same page, you are not going to take no for an answer. Let's start there. Your no is not even going to be an option. You are going, I'm not saying be aggressive, but be aggressive, baby.
Yeah.
You are your own star player. Nobody is going to believe in this unless you do. You have to light the fire and make it real. If you want to start, let's say, jewelry design, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Right. Like, seriously, that's the motivation. Speak greatness into yourself. Believe in your own creative design. Wear your own things. I had to take myself to a place, and I turned down I'm asked all the time to wear people's pieces, and the answer has been a strong no for 6 years now. Strong no. You cannot. I'm not saying you cannot pay me to get me into that piece, but you cannot pay me to get me to wear somebody else's pieces
when you're doing that.
when I create. So believe in yourself and just start. The thing that we're usually working against is not even like everybody else and outside forces, is usually ourself, because it's usually fear. And another thing is like the level of support. Don't worry about like your friends and your family members like being the first people to be the first supporters. Sometimes it works out that way, and majority of the times it does not. But push your creative imagination, period. Just put whatever it is that you're doing out there. Somebody's going to be receptive, and usually it's always a stranger. And when you keep just asking for the things you want and you keep doing the work, you're going to get everything that you want.
Yeah,
Just do
absolutely.
it.
Man, that's
Just do
you
it.
just packed that with a lot of stuff.
Just do it.
And that's number one. You just got to do it. But the other thing that I took note to is you said when your mind and your heart are on the same page. A lot of
Yeah.
time that's our biggest thing as individuals. We all over the place is what I call that, right? But when you can stop long enough to where you can get your mind and your heart on the same page, and for me, that's when you know you're ready.
You
type of
ready,
deal.
ready.
You know you're ready, and do whatever it takes to get that mind and heart on the same page. And a lot of it is just self-doubt,
Exactly.
especially with something as plentiful as jewelry, as painting, as art. Like you have to figure out, like, why should I be doing this? Why me?
Yes.
And I think it's a why not me type of deal is what we have to really own and take over.
Right.
And so with your journey, I know you started off with jewelry, and then you said something had happened, and then you switched over and you started doing the copper art. I need you to like do something, let the people see these.
Okay.
This is what you got going on. How did
Create
you?
trip.
Yeah, it's really cool. You came here the other day and you had about 4-5 things
Oh
done
my
in a matter of 30
God.
minutes. It was really cool.
I like to create. I like creating conversation pieces. That's my
Mm.
thing. I like to create conversation pieces. I like to create pieces to where you don't have to say a word. You might be afraid to say something, but the piece that you have on is so just immaculate. It's beautiful. It is well constructed. It is different. It
Yeah.
is all these different things that even if you're like shy, it helps create conversation with people, because people kind of stop and they'll ask you about that, and
Where
that'll
you
kind
get
of
that?
help ease yourself into conversation. So if you're wondering why I started copper art, that's kind of why I wanted to figure out how to expand my lane. So
That's what's up.
another plug at this time. Okay, so
This is gonna turn into consulting session in a minute.
man, soak it up. I wanted to figure out how to. I didn't know how to create the conversations to get myself into the spaces with this crazy eclectic looking jewelry. I thought that the pieces were very artistic, creative, dope, fly, all those words, but just I didn't know how to like get these things into spaces. So I started kind of just looking around at different things, and all I knew was I wanted everything to look so different,
Yeah.
just so ridiculously different, but be a work of art at the same time. And that's what happened.
That's
And
what
that's
happened.
what happened.
Yeah.
It opened up the door. It opened up networking opportunities. It opened up more avenues for more art shows. It opened up avenues for me to do fashion shows. So I started becoming a designer in fashion shows, which led to the bigger pieces. That's how I
Yeah.
started doing bras and all of that, all those different things.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man.
I was just about to say, I didn't even know you was doing bras. Like, I'm always
I
learning
will
with the
do
audience. So talk about that a little bit. Let's brand
so
yourself. Talk about yourself.
the concept of the creation is challenge commands greatness. Ask me for something and let's see if I'm gonna tell you no. That's
Right.
the thing, because if I can't do it, I'm just gonna baby, that's not my avenue.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can paint. I don't specialize in portraits, so I cannot draw people. I cannot draw like that. I can do a basic sketch, but I can paint. I can get the paint done. My specialty is abstract art, but the cop art is like a triple dog dare me to do something.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna think about it, and I'm gonna figure out how to create this piece and construct something, and then I'm gonna come back into you and say, guess what?
Yeah.
I think I got it. So over the last few years, I have built full frame copper glasses. I've built a few pairs of those. I've done a copper bustier. I've done copper bras. I've done crowns. I've done copper wings. I've done 2 or 3 canes. I've
Wow.
done staffs. I've done wands. I don't know. Just ask me for something and just let me create it. That's
Yeah.
just the thing.
And you're doing it all from copper.
And I do it all from. I wish I had a spool sitting here
Yeah.
right now. From literally just from a spool of copper. I will sit here with some hand tools, and in a matter of minutes, I will create you something.
And that copper
that's my
expensive,
thing.
you know.
Yes,
we
it
use that
is.
in the AC work, you know.
Yes.
So what do you expect from your customers when you deliver? Do you expect them to be wild, or are you still in this place where you're like, I don't know if I killed it? Like, what do you think these days?
I feel like I'm dope. I do,
Already.
and I feel like I create an amazing craft. But as a creative, you get anxiety,
Mhm.
especially when you care about what you're doing.
Mhm.
It's like you're putting your heart on the line. So I've taken my heart out my body and I put it on this wall. Okay, this is what happened. Or I
Yeah.
put it into that piece, or I put it into the physical piece of wall art, or whatever piece of furniture I created for you, or whatever I did. I put it into this piece, and then I have to, like, it's not seeking validation, but I have to seek validation from you. And so we have anxiety because we're wondering, like, do you really like it?
Yeah.
Am I biased because I think that it's fly? Do you really think it's fly? And then you like, oh my God. And then we're still like, but do you really think it's fly? Or are you just saying that because I did it and it's okay and it's created? But that's literally the thing. It's still an anxiety, still after the years that comes by in relation to every piece. And then in every piece, while I have that anxiety, I feel like you're supposed to be scared. That's how I do things. I'm not saying live your life on the line. I'm not saying do that, but I'm saying you're supposed to be afraid. I feel like when you're afraid, that's how you know you're about to create something so fly and so over the top. And so that's what I'm looking for. I'm definitely looking for the wow factor. I'm looking for the, oh my God.
Right.
I did not know. Like when Raven saw this wall, I kind of went downstairs when I was done, and I was just like, I'm done, y'all.
I was here. That's exactly how you were.
The wall is done. Y'all can go and look at it whenever y'all ready.
Yeah.
You know, just let me know. Raven came up here and y'all, she screamed. And I was just like,
she did.
I don't know if
you was like, what happened? What's wrong?
I'm just like, oh my God, y'all. I don't know if that scream is like, this girl done messed up my damn wall. Or her scream was, oh my God, she did something absolutely amazing.
And what was that scream?
And the scream was, oh my God, baby, listen, let's get next project, please. I wasn't even done with this wall. And she was just like, next project, please. And I almost cried. So we went to work on the next project.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm looking for.
We all appreciate you around here. Man. And I mean, you've done this wall, amazing work here. You've done the bar. If you've been by here, you know, your bar is getting attention. I'm just letting you know that. Like, I see a lot of stuff scrolling.
I was insecure about that thing, like y'all. Nah, listen,
you added them gold flakes.
That thing was that was a process. That was one of the hardest art pieces I've ever done in my life. It is currently the biggest art piece I've ever done. It was one of the hardest because Raven was sitting downstairs. I was sitting downstairs. If you've been to the bookstore, you know that she sits in 2 or 3 places in this bookstore. That means she was sitting right there on top of me. And
you was in your own zone though. You be checking out. I be like, say,
we discussed, we conversated, we did paint. We had to step back. We had to look. We had to scrap something. We had to redo something. It was very hard work, but it was trust, because this is her staple. When you walk into her space and she cares about her space, y'all. Oh my God. Yeah. So understand that it was Nate, I want them lines more bold. I want them thicker. I want them. And my response was, yes, boo, I got you. Yeah. And it was but she was on I trust you. And I know that you can get it done. And it got done. And it is very beautiful. And I'm just glad everybody like it.
You did
Hell,
your thing. You did
glad
your
everybody
thing.
like it.
For sure. And again, clap for you because
Man.
you did it. You did it. You did it. So let's talk about more about your products, right? Because you have several things in the store. You also have some wall painting. You know, talk about the wall art, not just yours, but everybody else, and you know how they can go about being part of this experience and you being an artist in that way. What does that part mean to you?
Man. Well, okay, so Art Bestie is Snader.
Yeah.
Snader, I've been
Shouts out
working
to
with him
Snader.
for a minute. Yeah, that's the homie, y'all.
Yeah.
I told him, I caught him and demanded. Okay, I demanded specific things. And everything is about community. It's about networking. It's about helping someone. It's about figuring out what you can do to help somebody. So I knew what Snader could help me with, and I also knew what I could help Snader with. So I went to him, demanded real life. Hey, sir,
Yeah.
this is what I want, and this is what I need, and this is what I can give to you, and you know that I can deliver. That's the thing. You actually know that I can deliver. So we have been working hand in hand. I assist him. He is the art curator in this space. He brought me here so that I could do this beautiful mural. I was supposed to do something else, y'all. I was supposed to go do the bathroom, and I ended up here doing this. But he's the art curator here. He brought me in for that, and I don't know. It's been an amazing learning experience.
Yeah.
Everything has been nothing but learning, and I'm talking about like fast forward learning on the gas, constantly learning. I have met a slew of amazing artists. We all have there's an art gallery wall here. We all have a few pieces here, and the pieces are actually selling. Oh my God, y'all.
Going out the door.
Man, they are going out the door. So that is amazing. But I do assist him. I help him with making sure everything is in the system at the store so that everything is being logged, everything is being tracked. I help find artists. I help the artists, get to know who he is so that they can figure out how to get into the space so that they can sell art.
What are y'all to be part of the Brown Sugar Cafe and Books Art Gallery? What are we gonna tell them folks? What are y'all looking for? What's the vibe? What's the thing that y'all looking
for? Authenticity, drive, colors, originality, and I say that like full-fledged. Like I love to see everybody has a different style, so it's about like different styles. It's about, I don't know, everything. It's about just, I don't know, I like looking at the art pieces and all of them give off a feeling. So I'm like, it's about being able to add to the vibe.
And I'm gonna say this so that way you ain't said it, I said it, right? So the other thing with authors and artists, it's a quarterly thing. We're intaking people every quarter. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that even with authors, even with artists, if you happen to stop by, not saying nothing gonna happen, but because you're talking about styles and being authentic and stuff like that, there's absolutely sometimes where if you got that thing, we like, come on, join the family.
Man, I've seen some people. Listen, they said
not to next quarter,
they said that they weren't taking any book submissions until next quarter, y'all. I've watched people come in with their book or books and still manage to get in this thing. I have watched people be told that there is no more space for art.
We're gonna create a space.
You come up in here and somebody is like, oh my God, especially Raven. It's a few artists that I have kind of gave them some tips of, if you show up with this, I bet she don't tell you no. And I leave that night and I come back and
It's in
the
here.
art is mounted to the wall with a price tag.
That ain't for
There
everybody. That ain't
is,
for
it's not
everybody.
for everybody. It's do you fit the vibe?
Yeah.
It's a are you ready? It's a everything. Like I said, it's about community
It's
here.
it's
It's
it's it's
about
about
community.
putting your heart and your mind in the same place. And if you bold enough to take that shot,
Yes.
because the other side of that coin is she follows systems, So if we say every quarter, it's every quarter. But are you that artist? Are you that author that's bold enough to take that
Man,
shot? You know what I mean?
are you
So
ready?
take your shot if you feel like that's something
Man,
you
I
want to do.
stay telling people, listen, come down here and don't be listen. I this a plug tip. Stop shooting your shopping. You can't even tell her you came to her store and you
Yeah,
know it's open. Stop,
yeah,
stop saying you're a local author and I'm in the area. And if you come to the store and be like, I'm a local author in the area, that hit a lot harder. Miss Rashida in the background giving the head nod, y'all. This is very real. There
yeah,
is, I've learned a lot. There's a very high level of professionalism in this space.
absolutely.
There is a very high level of accountability. um I am back to using my words. I
Yeah,
am back to a lot of different things in this, especially in regards to professionalism. And it's about professional development. Like, they respect my craft and I respect theirs. So they are into books. I told everybody out the gate, I don't really know about books, but everybody has been teaching me about genres. Everybody has been teaching me about um every kind of everything. I've been learning about everything. I'm going to be learning about how to order books, but if you come in here, I bet I can tell you about every product in this
yeah.
store.
You big on the
Man, I
products.
am very big
She's the
on,
walking
I
inventory manager.
know what's in this store. I know, like, I care about it. So,
Speaking of that,
man.
again, we kind of skipped over it. What's your products we can find in the store? Talk
Oh,
about what you got over here. Touch by
my
tape.
products here are custom jewelry. So if you would like to see my custom jewelry, you can find it here. I'm definitely trying to expand it, but it goes fast. Like, everything moves really fast here. But I have custom earrings here. I'm gonna be working on adding crystals to the collection. So I'm gonna be having some custom crystals here, necklace pendants. I'm gonna be working on maybe adding some bracelets. I have Sage and Palo Santo if you are looking for that here. I also have wall art here. So if you are looking for custom created canvases, I do have abstract pieces
Do have
located
some,
here as
and they're
well.
beautiful, man. They
Thank
are
you. Thank you.
absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
So the other question is, we didn't get to it, is, and I'm gonna add on to it now, is what does it mean to you for yourself and for other people to be part of the art gallery? What does that mean to you? And then also, another thing I want to add to that is all these beautiful and creative women, the tribe or the posse or the crew that y'all have created. What does that mean as far as sisterhood for you?
The sisterhood is real. Like, I cried day one. We were all here all day long. That was a very long day, but it was one of the most gratifying things I've done in relation to my art career. Like, I'm very thankful. I thank y'all. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. I want to cry now.
Don't cry on us,
I
Tay.
don't want to. I want to cry now. Like, the opportunities, the people that I get to meet, being able to come back, being able to be welcome, being able to learn, being able to have a place to go,
Yeah.
a safe space at
Yeah.
that. Just everything about this experience has been like super fly.
Yeah.
In regards to just being here, period. Y'all is a part of history.
Yeah.
And
That's what I wanted to touch on. This is
I was a
definitely
part of
a part of
history.
history.
I'm not just a muralist here. I'm like an in-house painter here. So I did more than murals.
You the resident painter.
I'm a resident painter here. Like, I have art here. I actually paint walls here. I actually help figure out dilemmas with paint here. I collaborate. I everything. It's like I said, it's one of the most gratifying things ever. And it's constantly growing.
Yeah.
And Like I said, I was supposed to start with the bathroom, and I ended up doing like the whole podcast room, plus floorboards here, plus the, like I said, being a resident painter here, plus doing the staple piece, one of the most important pieces inside of the space, plus still talking about other things that I will not speak about at this time, but I will just let those things go into fruition.
Yeah.
And then just know that y'all will see those at a later time. But just being welcome, being able to have my products here available for the community. Like
Yeah.
I said, just everything.
Yeah, and you are one of the top selling black owned
I had
products.
no
You are
idea.
selling off the shelf.
I had no
How does
idea.
that feel? Like seriously, like this
Okay,
is no game. Like
so-
you are blowing stuff up out of here.
I came in yesterday, and one of the things that messed me up is I came in yesterday and I called myself. I was gonna just rob myself, was pretty much what it was. So robbing myself, i.e., I was going to take a few products from myself because I had an event last night and I knew I was going to be here in the store and I knew what I had inventory wise here. So in my mind,
God played a trick
yeah,
on
you got plenty, girl. You're gonna go to the store. You can kind of just take a few
Ain't nobody gonna know it's
pieces
gone.
and nobody's gonna notice. I got here and my stuff was bald headed, and I was just like, "Whoo,
Yeah.
okay,
Time
okay."
to step
So
it up a
it
notch,
was,
Tay.
yeah. So it definitely, like I said, it definitely opened up my mind to more products that I want to add because now that I've got the chance and understand that the grand opening was
2
Saturday,
weeks ago.
April 9th.
Yeah.
The real first day was last Wednesday. So
Mhm.
in a matter of 8 days,
Yeah.
I've sold out of my products here and I already have to re-up. So I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
think
good
it's
stuff.
dope. I definitely, other vendors when they come in and they're saying, hey, how do I get my products in? I'm telling them all the time, make sure you go to the Brown Sugar Cafe and Books page.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe via email. Make sure you send Raven an email, i.e. the store, not her a DM directly, y'all. That's
Y'all still have to get a personal
disrespectful.
line
I'm
and-
telling y'all the level of professionalism in which she don't take you serious unless you're not sending her no direct message and thinking she getting ready to talk business to you through that. This lady is very real with this.
Yeah.
Like, she got me checking my emails all day long. Like, you know what? I'm not sending anybody a text.
Yeah.
I believe in phone conversations and making sure I send an email
Yeah.
with all the information that is required. So make sure that if you want to be a vendor, plug. This is a 3-month vending situation. I'm not going to talk about the logistics of what the split is because there is a what is that word? The
Disclaimer. Disclosure.
Not the disclosure, but the what's that word?
Which one you looking for? Don't worry about it.
You got to pay to be in this space. Understand? Okay?
Okay.
But it's not a. There we go. Thank you, Dexter.
Commission based.
It's like a commission-based thing. So you get a percentage of whatever, but the store gets a percentage, and that is for you having your items housed in the store. After 3 months, Raven does review the sales, y'all. She look at everything. She look at all the profit margins. She look at if your stuff is just taking up space and just
Absolutely.
collecting dust and all of those different things, and understand that, like, I'm looking at these products all day long, and guess who's telling her? She looking at the stuff, but I'm actually putting the stuff inside of the POS system.
Yeah.
So I'm really telling her about the products.
Yeah.
And she really wants to know. So at the end of 3 months, she will reevaluate and tell you if you had what it takes. She will let you know if you get to renew your 3 months, if you don't.
Revamp.
But
do something.
yeah,
Take a break. Come back.
she does do that. But if you are interested, send your email. Don't wait for 3 months. We said that the grand opening was April 9th. Do not wait till May, June, July. Don't wait till July to send your email. Send your email now. Go on ahead and shoot your shot now.
Yeah.
Don't wait till then when it's time. Go and shoot your shot now
So
so
if you're
that
real bold,
it's
just pull
already
up.
being.
If you're real
Somebody
bold,
pulled
pull
up yesterday and brought her a bag of beautifully wrapped candles, and I set it in her space, and it was packaged all nice. And I was when she came back from her break, Raven, look, somebody left you some candles, and she loves burning candles. I just told y'all something. She loves burning candles. She loves incense. plug. You might be able to get in here ASAP if you got incense for real. Bring her some incense.
Absolutely, all day long. Tay, you
Man, I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
It's real.
We're gonna have to start a workshop with you. You
Man,
know
we
how to
will.
get into brown sugar.
We will. How to? I will help you. I will definitely help
Absolutely.
you. But man, if there's anything I can help you do, they helped me. So let me help you.
Absolutely.
Like,
That's
really.
what it's all about, man. A community of family and giving back and help people get to that next level. So man, we didn't talk about so much. One question I definitely want to know about is
Okay.
why copper? Why is that your medium? Why did you choose to go with copper?
Okay, well, copper definitely is a natural product of the earth. We are all comprised of natural elements of the earth, and you need all of these elements so that you stay in balance. And I ain't saying imbalance like energy imbalance. I'm talking about diet balance. I'm talking about health balance. I am talking about sickness. I am talking about things of that nature. When your skin is in constant contact with copper, copper's natural elements can actually suck like sickness out of you. Yeah, it can absorb those different
you going
things.
scientific on them, Tay?
Yes,
Okay.
like it's more to this. Like I'm not just doing this because it's cute. Like I tell people all the time, like there are benefits to this. There are very big benefits to this, and I lean on those benefits, and I believe in those benefits, and I know what I know because the only thing I deal with is like pollen and ragweed situations. Like I don't deal with like common codes and things of that nature because I deal with copper every day. So
yeah, you in constant contact
all the time.
Absolutely,
All the time.
and that's just some amazing things. I mean, you have really given a lot of good info. Shouts out to Candace Joseph.
That's
up,
my
girl?
friend.
Yeah, she's like,
that is my friend, y'all.
Absolutely.
She
Candace
wears my custom glasses. I have custom glasses that I
That's
do,
what she said.
and
She
they are
She's like, yes, the glasses.
I do custom glasses, and she is like her and Denise Wills, Culture Couture.
Okay.
They are like two of my biggest
my
people that have like the most pairs of my glasses. And when I say they wear them well, oh my God.
Yeah.
They do an amazing job.
Absolutely. Yeah. Shout out to Diamond Wills over there, Denise Wills at Black Wall Street. She's the person that got me in over there, man. So it's just good people. You just got to catch the vibe. So last thing I like to cover before I ask you a couple other things is when people are feeling like, because we told them to be different, we told them to be bold, we told them all these things, but when they're not sure, like being different, I don't know if that's gonna work for me. Like being different is just I don't know how that's gonna work. People not gonna accept me. What would you say to that?
Okay. First off, self-acceptance is this major thing. It is a very major thing. First off, you have to start with self-acceptance. And what I did was I started, with just breathing exercises. I started with one of my main things is positive affirmations. I do those every single day. So what I do is I set alarms, and I have these alarms that go off at these different times of the day, and it is a one-line positive affirmation. And no matter what I'm doing at that time, I have to stop what I'm doing, read it, and not just read it to myself, but say it out loud. The power that you put into something that you're physically reading, and you actually took the time to dictate that. So you wrote it down somewhere, even if it's a text, even if it's on your notepad, you took the time to write it down. You took the time to read it. You took the time to think about it. And then when you said it out loud, just those basic steps, you gave that thought power. So I have all these alarms set through the whole day, and it's just full of positive affirmations. And I say all these things over and over and over. And then eventually there's just that aha.
Manifestation.
There's this light that goes off, and you kind of just find yourself getting into the routine, and then you look up one day and you don't even think about it, and then you just notice that you're actually going through the motion.
That's I ain't gonna say it's the biggest thing, because you done gave a lot today, and I appreciate that.
Man.
But that's one of the biggest things for me, because it's not something that you have to start. It's something you have to keep doing. Because I went back to it this morning. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning, and I had a lot of thoughts in my head. And we all go through different things all the time. And I'm like, man, let me do some affirmations. Let me listen to the word. Let me, you know, dig into me, because I'm one
Right.
of them people. I'm always looking, how can I help? And a big thing about that is, when you helping other people, you got to give what you actually looking for. You know what I'm saying? And so
Ooh, child,
when you're
almost
looking for
shouted.
something, don't look for it, just give it. And it's gonna come back to you. It's
Stop
gonna come
asking
back
for
to you.
things that you're not willing to give.
Absolutely.
That's something that I speak on that. I breathe on that. I everything. Stop asking for things you are not willing to give. Expectations get you messed up in these streets. And I tell people that all the time. Just go. Don't expect anything. I do everything out of love and light. So I'm doing everything selflessly. Not I don't even want anything. Like I don't want anything out the ordeal. I just whatever I can do that's within rhyme and reason, I can do that for you, and I'll move right along.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
stay right out the way. I just put out what I want into the atmosphere, and that's peace and positivity, self love, some discipline. I want to, and some structure.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
That's what it's all about. So building yourself up, having the discipline to learn what you need to learn, and having a real reason behind the platform. That's the biggest thing that I've learned from you. Like, it's copper because of this, it is good for you,
Yeah.
and just doing it from right here, from the heart,
Yeah.
and being positive and being strong in what you stand for. So I like to open it up to you. Like, is there any last words or anything else that comes to mind, whether it be about the bookstore, about what you doing? Well, before we do that, we've been talking so much. I wanted to
Man.
ask you, like, what are some memorable moments from your journey? Like, I know the bookstore is one. What's something before the bookstore that you can remember that made you can do what you've done here? What are some memorable moments for
Oh
you?
my God. So um everything about the journey is go hard or go home.
Right.
And out the gate, like it is I don't know. Memorable things. I think the best part about all of it is like the networking. It's always the people I meet. Y'all know how many famous people I've met, and I haven't like realized they're famous until they're like, that's such and such, such and such. And then I'm in Google and I'm still kind of dry, but
Yeah.
it's fun to get to meet all the people. Memorable things is I've been published like 7, 8, 9 magazines. Seriously,
That's what's up.
I've caught about 3 covers in the last 5, 6 years, so that's been dope. Like I said, I get to meet people in places, the places that I get to go. The dream keeps getting bigger.
Yes.
Um,
Expanding your territory.
everything is memorable. Like nothing is taken like as a grain of salt. Everything is memorable. Everything, everywhere I go, everything about it. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's
That's
just
huge.
everything. It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's a very overwhelming experience. Um, I've been doing it full time for like 2.5 years now, and I'm still employed with myself. So that lets you
She
know,
employed with herself.
like
That's
I can
what's up.
still,
You ain't got
yeah.
tired of you yet, Tay.
I haven't gotten tired. Other people haven't gotten tired of me yet.
That's what's up. That's what's
I
up.
think that's the biggest. I finished nail school, so I was able to do that. That was something that was memorable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess the best part about it is everything that I said that I wanted to do, it has all come true.
That's
I mean,
what's up.
everything, and I'm always like changing and adding and
Right.
revising, and no matter what the revision is, it's delivered.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel
I
like one of the
witnessed that
chosen ones
firsthand.
out here in these streets.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I turn it over to you now. I had a couple of questions, but I
Okay.
want to turn it over to you. And just words of wisdom, whatever it may be. What's Tay's last words?
If it is to be, it is up to me. I learned that in elementary school, y'all. If it is to
Shout out to
be, it
John
is up
Clipper,
to
man. That's what one thing he always
that was
saying.
so
Yeah.
that's one of the strongest quotes. Write the vision, make it plain.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to tell somebody, man, write the vision, make it plain. Write down what you want. Like I said, read it, think about it, manifest it. That's how you get some stuff.
Yes.
Think positive, change the narrative. This one might sting a little bit. You want some results, change your circle. And just go for the goal. Real life, just go for it. Real life, don't be scared. And if you can give them folk 40 hours, guess who you can give 40 hours? Yourself.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. If y'all know me, y'all know I'm a vibe. So I don't know. I don't want to get.
You feel good about the convo, Tay?
I feel good about the
Absolutely.
conversation. I think I dropped some nuggets. I think
definitely.
I gave some advice.
Definitely.
Also, there's enough people in the world, so y'all don't see Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's worried about each other sitting all on the same block. Like, don't be afraid to help somebody else, y'all. For real. It's people helping me. My art bestie at this time is another artist. He is another painter. Like I said, we have two different styles, but we both pull up to the same venue and paint at the same time. We both pull up to the same venue at the same time and sell art. We both pull up to the same venue and we network, and we both help each other get to the next place or whatever.
They had a song about that. How'd it go? At the same damn time.
Man, listen, he helped me to go places. I help him to go places. We help each other to go places. We meet people, we network, we all of that. So man, just reach one, teach one.
Absolutely, man.
Reach
and
one, teach
y'all see her website scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Go to the ladies' website.
Please follow me, you guys.
Her.
Follow me. Follow me. I'm trying to get better about like my content. I'm trying to get better about the biggest thing I get is a lot of people always say that they don't know all the things that I do. So I'm trying to get better about posting those things. So I will be posting more necklace pieces, more rings, more just things, period. I'm trying to get better about that. I'm trying to I have some people that are on my neck and they give me looking eyes in my DM when I'm not doing my job. So I am trying to get better. It is not that easy, you guys. I'm telling you, at this time I cannot afford a social media manager, but I'm telling y'all when I can.
It's coming.
And the last piece of advice, don't be afraid to pay people for what they specialize in. It's going to save you in the long run. Stop trying to outshop them. Stop trying to go around them.
Support your people.
Just show people support.
Yeah.
And man, I think that's about it.
That's what's up, man.
That
is what's up. We appreciate you being here. Love the story, love all the information. I seen you selling to your comfortability, and you just got real with the people. And we appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody around here appreciates you. We love on each other every day, and you just did the same thing for everybody that's watching. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. I know we have a couple other comments. We'll take a look at those. Shouts out to everybody who's been on Facebook, who's been on Instagram, who's been on YouTube. Of course, you can go back and watch this. I want to say just share it. Right. You know, love on Tay. Do all the things that you know, that would make you feel good. So again, if you are looking for something, give that 10 times, 10-fold over, and you'll get that stuff back, man. So
please
come
to the store, y'all.
Come to the store. Yes.
Love on Raven.
We want to put up the graphics for the store one more time. Brown Sugar Cafe and Books, man. We have a live coffee and tea bar. You know, you can get some morning pastries, you can get some lunchtime snacks and stuff like that. I know we're working on a menu, and I'm saying we because it's a group effort.
We do testings. It's such a tribe here that when Miss Lakeisha bring the new desserts for us to try, Epiphanies, plug-in Epiphanies, she makes amazing desserts, you guys. Amazing. If you're actually here in the store, when we're doing a taste test, guess what? You get invited and you end up taste testing and bringing on the things onto the menu too. Like everything is about a family. It's about inclusion here. Everything is about a lot of inclusion. So like, man, it's a vibe tribe. Real life, it's a vibe tribe.
We the vibe tribe.
We the vibe tribe.
I like that.
Come in here. peaceful, come in here just ready to vibe, come in here pleasant, come in here positive,
Yeah.
and speak.
And I said this the other day,
Man.
though, for those who can't even come in here positive or with a good spirit, I promise when you leave, you're
Oh,
gonna have
you
one.
gonna your soul is
Yeah,
gonna get touched
yeah.
in this thing.
We had a lady just
You are
post the other
going
day or
to-
yesterday. It's like my soul is pleased.
Man,
and
that is serious.
That is really serious.
Come
So
to the podcast room. I tell people that some people have been, I'm feeling a little down, and I'm just like, go upstairs.
yeah,
I'm like, the vibe is supposed to just make you kind of just okay.
yeah.
It's supposed to make you happy. So just just come through.
If you're watching this now or you watching this later, the one thing I want you guys to do, just this little area that you can see behind us, man, put it in the comments. Let Tay know what you think about it. If you need her
Please.
services, let her know. If you need her jewelry, let her know. If you need an abstract painting, let her know. And then you're gonna meet some of the other people we got here. I like that Vibe Tribe. Like
The
that
Vibe
just stuck
Tribe.
with me.
It's the
I
Vibe
like
Tribe.
that.
Listen, all
It's
of us that
it's official,
that
Tay.
Raven is
We the Vibe
tagging,
Tribe.
we're all here consistently. We might not all be here at the same time. Now, when it's event day, we all know we can't go anywhere else. We're here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for the most part, there are at least 3-4 of us here at the same time, and we're switching in and out. Like
Yeah.
it's very serious. We are all here volunteering, answering questions, doing tours in the store. We trying to ring you out. Like I said, I don't know that much about books, but I can look it up.
Absolutely.
I can do that.
We're gonna
but
definitely get the
yeah.
answer, man. So
Yeah.
again, Tay, I appreciate you.
No problem.
You've done some amazing work.
Thank
and now,
you.
hopefully this platform will allow even more people to see it.
Indeed.
That's what it's all about for me. So we'll talk about a couple more events really quick. So again, April is I think 28th. We'll put the flyer up, but the Mother's Day event here at Brown Sugar Cafe and Books, May 8th. I'm talking about April 28th.
He trying to
May 8th.
He's trying to have y'all outside
May
lined up, and we
8th.
won't
May
be here.
No, May 8th. It is Mother's Day tea. So that is going to be a really another cool vibe, as we say. The food is going to be
your
good.
tickets.
Catered.
Everything about Raven is a bougie
Top shelf. Yeah.
top shelf. It is so fun, y'all. The food be so fun. The food we had at the Lord, y'all, I'm about to have an out-of-body experience.
Yes.
Y'all, that chef.
Yeah.
Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. It was so much. And she's just like, eat as much as you want.
Yeah.
Take some.
It was on point.
That food. Oh my God. That's all I got for y'all. Dude, get some tickets. Come through. It's definitely experience. And you get to network. The Vibe Tribe, we will be here.
Absolutely.
And we are very real people. And we do like to talk. We are not like standoffish. Nobody's like this standoffish individual that's like, no, boo. We're staples of the store. We can't talk to our assistant.
Yeah,
no, baby. We all here.
Come on in.
How can we help you?
Absolutely.
We might overlove on you. I don't know. I think we might we might.
We was talking the other day too. Another thing that's big is there's always reviews. I was like, did we get any bad reviews yet? Because that's something you can't escape. But so far,
man,
we ain't got none yet. So we appreciate y'all,
stuff.
man. We appreciate y'all. And just keep coming. And the hours are Wednesday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Saturday, Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Yes.
And then also from the words of our author liaison, if you are another plug, Tay, if you're trying to get a book in the store next quarter, however, if you're that bold, you want to come into the store, we have specific days for that as well. Shoot your shot. And that is going to be Thursday and Sundays from 12 to 3. Thursdays and Sundays, 12 to 3.
For the position.
Absolutely.
Now, I understand if you are, you cut yards all day and stuff like that, but it's seriously professional appearance, y'all.
Yeah.
Come in here looking like you're ready to plug your book.
I'll say this. Sometimes, because of all the things we're saying, sometimes it's a come as you are.
Right.
And I think we can see through that and we can understand that.
Right.
But we're going to give you some tips on how you could have came, but we can't dictate nobody because I like how you said if you was cutting yard, because you might have somebody that's like, he on the yard right now. Like I'm gonna go up there as soon as I get through. You welcome.
when
You
Raven
welcome to
hired
come.
me to do the mural, I'm not gonna lie, I showed up with paint clothes on. I was
You was
oh
dressed
my
for the
God, but
position, though.
I was dressed for the position, and she was just like, I thought you were gonna. No, I thought we was here to talk about paint.
Yeah,
And and this was for the grand opening, and we are talking about 2 weeks out, and we are talking about the work that has to get done, and I'm like, I was prepared to start immediately because the grand
absolutely,
opening is on this date, so we don't even have time to play.
absolutely,
So it's
absolutely.
like what's your vibe?
Yeah,
Like, mean what you say. Come
yeah,
shoot your shot, y'all.
yeah.
It can be done.
Absolutely. Man,
Can be
so
done.
again, we appreciate you guys. Last announcement, and then we're gonna get up out of here. So again, shouts out to myself, shouts out to
Ayy.
Dr. P and the
Ayy.
David Manning. Man, we want you guys to tune in this evening.
Yes.
We are kicking off season number 2, episode number 1. It's the psychology of a man and how he is viewed. So we're gonna talk about it. We got a new segment that we're plugging in called Let's Talk About It. And we want you guys to stay connected. Shouts out to Black Wall Street, New Generation Mall. We are going to be over there in the lounge, the red room, room number 7, my lucky number. So you guys go and follow us with the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube, and it's the same situation there. You can watch the show live, streaming off of Facebook, YouTube, and also we'll do an Instagram. It's a new space. Y'all have asked for us to have a live studio audience. We've delivered, we've answered. So now we need y'all to show us that it's worth the while, because it takes a lot to do what we do, setting up and all of this, and we're giving good information. Mental health and wellness is real for our people, and we want you guys to be part of the conversations, in the conversations, and deliver some feedback and things that you want to talk about. So again, we want you guys to check us out this evening, 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. If you can't come in or you can't come out, just tune in on all of those platforms, and we appreciate you guys. This is the Reach Podcast Show with LeVar Ellis.
Yes.
We are at Brown Sugar Cafe and Books. This is the podcast room created and styled by none other than Touched by Tay. And you can get touched by Tay in a number of different ways.
Yes.
Check out the jewelry, have some painting on your wall,
Yes.
get an abstract wall, whatever you need to do, she can deliver. Shouts out to everybody who made comments. We appreciate you guys leaving all the comments and the support. So we thank you. Catch us next week for another amazing show. And this is the show where we're telling stories of the community and the wonderful people that are driving those stories. We appreciate you guys, and we'll check you out next week. We'll holla.
Shout out to